Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television. We are live in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Anthony Momodu. President Bola Tinubu has signed the Electricity Act Amendment Bill 2024 into law. The President's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity stated this in a statement he signed in Abuja. The Electricity Act Amendment Bill 2024 seeks to address the development and environmental concerns of host communities and sets aside 5% of the actual annual operating expenditures of power-generating companies from the preceding year for the development of their respective host communities, the Presidency revealed. The All Progressive Congress in Edo State has cleared all 12 governorship aspirants ahead of the party's primary election scheduled for February 17. The aspirants are vying for the party's state gubernatorial ticket in the upcoming September 2024 governorship poll. The APC announced that 12 aspirants will be participating in the screening process ahead of the party's primary election. The national chairman of the party, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, and the national secretary, Senator Ajibola Basiru, were, however, absent at the oath-taking event which took place at the national headquarters of the APC in Abuja. By all 12 aspirants were cleared by the party's National Gubernatorial Aspirant Screening Committee, headed by Professor Tahid Adedoja-led 7-man committee on Friday night. The screening exercise was held from Thursday, February 8 to Friday, February 9, 2024. This was contained in a statement issued on Saturday by the APC National Organizing Secretary Suleiman Arugungo in Abuja. The Lagos State Council of National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives has called for the immediate reversal and withdrawal of the new circular on certificate verification by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. The council reached this resolution at its emergency state executive council meeting on Friday in Lagos. The council noted that it would consider other measures if there is no positive intervention by the close of business on Monday, February 12, 2024. The NMCN had on Tuesday released a circular on the guidelines for requesting verification of certificate for nurses and midwives in the country. The circular was released, reported that the council deactivated the verification portal in December 2023. In the new circular by the NMCN, nurses and midwives must have a minimum of 2 years post-qualification experience from the date of issuance of the permanent practicing license. Tension is rising among members of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives who are threatening a showdown with the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria over the new guidelines for verification of certificates. Nurses and midwives in the country had earlier in the week lamented the deactivation of the NMCN verification portal since December 2023. The nurses who spoke with our correspondent in separate interviews alleged that the deactivation of the portal by the council was an attempt to hinder their freedom to pursue career opportunities abroad. They also said it was not unconnected to the plan of the federal government to reduce the number of health workers traveling out of the country to seek greener pastures. The council is mandated by law to regulate the standards of nursing and midwifery education and practice in Nigeria and to review such standards from time to time to meet the changing health needs of society. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has called on Abuja business experts to expand their reach to Nigeria's youth to mitigate the high rate of unemployment. He stated this in Abuja during the inauguration of Chief Emeka Obeogulu as the 12th President of Abuja Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Queen Agaba has the rest of the story.
Retired Honorable Kalu charged the 12th executive members to streamline their work to bring in the youth closer to infuse entrepreneurship spirit among them.
So this is my challenge to you, or my charge to you and the Chamber of Commerce in Abuja. Find a program to bring the youths closer to the Chamber of Commerce. Draw programs that will inspire these entrepreneurial spirit in them, you never can tell what they will become in years to come. As you embark on this new chapter under the leadership of Dr. Emeka Obegolu, I join you all to create a chamber that not only champions the interests of its members, but also contribute to the social and economic development of our society.
In his inaugural address, Chief Emeka Obegolu stressed that Abuja Chamber of Commerce remains committed to playing a pivotal role in fostering the region's economic growth, collaboration, and innovation.
My presidency will prioritize collaboration with government and other non-state stakeholders and capacity building within the ACCIT, enhancing management processes for improved efficiency and productivity. We will fortify our various trade groups, ensuring a broader impact across economic sectors. Aggressive marketing of the chamber will be undertaken with a special focus on delivering benefits to our young CEOs and small and medium enterprises.
As a legal luminary, Chief Emeka insists that his administration will formulate laws to promote commercial practice for the development of the country.
Through its relentless advocacy efforts, the NPAC has secured policy changes and championed initiatives that have directly benefited and enhanced the ease of doing business in Nigeria. This unwavering commitment to advocating for business-friendly policies has fostered a climate of growth and prosperity within the Nigerian economy.
The event had in attendance captains of industries and top organization chief executive officers, as well as members of the Abuja Chambers of Commerce and Industry to commemorate with the newly elected EXCOs. For Global Television, Queen Agaba reporting.
As a temporary response to the nation's growing food crisis and the rising price of commodities, President Bola Tinubu ordered the immediate release of more than 102,000 metric tons of various grains types from the Strategic Reserve and the Rice Millers Association of Nigeria. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, revealed this to State House correspondent after the final leg of the 3 meetings of the Special Presidential Committee on Emergency Food Intervention at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. The diverging arrangements agreed upon at the final session. Idris stated that the first one is that the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has been directed to release about 42,000 metric tons of maize, millet, gari, and other commodities in their strategic reserves so that these items will be made available to Nigerians. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has declared Margaret Emefiele, the wife of former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, and 3 others wanted for alleged involvement in money laundering activities. The agency accuses them of committing offenses such as obtaining money by false pretenses, theft. A statement released by the EFCC late Friday night included mugshot portrait of the 4 suspects, urging anyone with information about their whereabouts to contact the nearest EFCC command or police station. The Military High Command says its troops in the last 1 week have arrested 6 suspected violent extremists in the Federal Capital Territory. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, stated this while addressing newsmen on the activities of troops across the country. According to him, troops across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country have remained undeterred by prevailing circumstances as they continue to exhibit remarkable determination and sacrifice in the pursuit of this noble goal. Kikelomo Kere has the rest of the story.
Amidst recent security upheavals nationwide, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, says the armed force overarching objective remains the restoration of peace and security and ensuring citizens can enjoy a life free from fear and uncertainty. According to him, the armed forces have continued to deal significant blow on terrorists with significant successes recorded. He explained that troops of Operation Will Punch raided extremist enclave in the FCT and arrested a notorious criminal, Badimosi Mohammed, and 6 others, with 2 kidnapped victims rescued in Kuje and Gwagwalada Area Council.
Operation Wild Punch recorded the following during the week. The troops arrested suspected insurgents in Kachia local government area of Kaduna State, as well as Gwagwalada and Kuje local government areas of the FCT. Troops arrested suspected kidnappers in Kuje and Gwagwalada local government areas of the FCT. They conducted raid in Lafia local government area, as well as Kagarko, and Chikum local government areas of Kaduna State. Troops foiled a kidnap incident in Abuja Municipal Area Council of the FCT and Munya local government area of Niger State. Overall, troops of Operation Wild Punch arrested 11 violent extremists and rescued 2 kidnapped hostages. Troops also recovered 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 assault rifle, among other items.
General Buba further stated that troops in their various theaters of operation across the country also neutralized 266 violent extremists and arrested 463 of them, while 116 kidnapped hostages were rescued.
In the month of January, troops recorded the following. We neutralized 266 terrorists. We arrested 463 of them, and we rescued 116 kidnapped hostages. We also recovered 447 assorted weapons and over 6,690 assorted ammunition. We denied the oil theft of close to 3 billion naira just in the month of January.
The director, while commending the troops for their dedication and sacrifices, tasked Nigerians to continue to provide prompt and credible information to security agencies to help win the war against insecurity. However, a minute silence was observed in honor of security agents who paid the supreme price for their fatherland.
With the collective goal to enhance efforts in achieving universal health coverage across sub-national entities, the Forum of Chief Executive Officers of State Social Health Insurance Agencies in Nigeria has held its Q1 review meeting in Abuja, the gathering being a crucial platform aimed at fostering peer learning and capacity building among members as major stakeholders of all 35 states' health insurance agencies representatives contributing significantly to Nigeria's broader UHC objectives. Fauzia Lukman has details.
As insurance healthcare remains a formidable challenge for many Nigerians, primarily due to widespread poverty and significant reliance on out-of-pocket payments, the Forum of CEOs of State Social Health Insurance Agency in Nigeria hold the first quarter 2024 review meeting, which plays a pivotal role in shaping the strategies and collaborative initiatives essential for the success of the mission. To ensure the effectiveness and sustainability of state-led health insurance initiative, adopting various critical measures, Dr. Abubakar Hassan said,
Kaduna State actually went above all others in terms of the equity requirement of 25%. And so the vulnerable program in Kaduna State has actually received a major boost with the 1% consolidated revenue that actually the state has earmarked for the vulnerable program. This was actually in the commitment of the immediate past administration of the state.
Chairman Forum of CEOs of State Social Health Insurance Agencies in Nigeria, Dr. Simeon Oyemechi, in his address stated that since the introduction of the State Social Health Insurance Scheme in 2016, over 5.5 million Nigerians have gained healthcare access through diverse programs.
So far, as an entity, the State Social Health Insurance Schemes have enrolled in the last 2 to 6 years, depending on when each of our states have come on board, 8,107,000 Nigerians into the State Social Health Insurance Schemes.
Health insurance stands as a crucial mechanism for offering financial protection against the cost of healthcare services, serving as a cornerstone for universal healthcare. Hence, the Director General, National Health Insurance Agency, Dr. Kelechi Oshiri, emphasized on the forum's agenda.
Our primary objective is to improve access and coverage. And this will be arrived at by increasing enrollments across all the various schemes that we have to ensure that more Nigerians come under this umbrella of financial protection. The second thing is the equity agenda, which, building on what the government has done through schemes like the Vulnerable Group Fund and the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund, to operationalize and make sure that we can subsidize and provide care, that expansion of coverage is not just limited to the rich, but that the poor and the vulnerable are also covered. The third goal is the quality agenda, where we see our role not just as those that are custodians of funds, but those who can strategically purchase and act on behalf of people to ensure quality of care is provided. Nationwide, health insurance coverage have only made modest inroads considering the country's large population. Thereby, 82% of people who were brought in by adoption models have renewed. Fauziya Lukman, Global TV News.
The People's Democratic Party has called for a National Assembly investigation into the approval of 500 million naira, the first installment of a purported 1 billion naira approval allegedly by President Bola Tinubu for the inauguration of a 37-man tripartite committee on the new national minimum wage. On Thursday, a leaked memo surfaced revealing that President Tinubu allegedly approved 500 million naira out of a total of 1 billion naira to the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, for the inauguration of a 37-man tripartite committee on the new national minimum wage. The PDP describes the said approval of the huge amount for a routine government inauguration as the height of profligacy, imprudence, and that the Tinubu-led government is a cesspit of corruption where officials engage in brazen and reckless treasury looting. He further described it as provocative and unpardonable that at a time when the nation was suffering from acute food shortages, with millions of Nigerians starving due to largely to inadequate investment in food production, insecurity, and harsh economic policies of the government, President Tinubu was allegedly spending a huge amount to inaugurate a committee. House of Representatives has passed the Electoral Act 2022 Amendment Bill for second reading, brightening the prospect of electronic transmission of election results to minimize fraud in the nation's electoral process. The bill seeks to amend selected sections of the current Electoral Act to provide for the re-registration of voters, same-day elections, and the electronic transmission of results, as well as punishment for frivolous election petitions. Debating the general principles of the bill, Honorable Wave lamented the gaps in the current Electoral Act 2022, noting that an amendment of the law to pave the way for the electronic transmission of election results would help the nation's democracy. Similarly, the House of Representatives has resolved to probe alleged certificate racketeering by Nigerian students in collusion with some officials of government, ministries, departments and agencies. This followed the adoption of a motion by Abubakar Fulata, APC Jigawa, at plenary in Abuja. Adopting the motion, the House condemned in its entirety the act of certificate racketeering by Nigerian students in collusion with some MDAs. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has raised a special task force in all its zonal commands to enforce extant laws against currency mutilation and dollarization of the economy. The anti-graft agency spokesperson, Dele Oyewale, said this in a statement in Abuja. According to him, the task force inaugurated by the chairman of the commission, Ola Olukoide, is to protect the economy from abuse, leakages and distortions that expose it to instability and disruptions. Also, proprietors of private universities and other institutions of higher learning charging fees in dollars have been invited by the commission. And moving to the health sector, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Daju Kachalom, says the National Health Insurance Authority will enroll all Nigerians, including cancer patients, into the health insurance scheme. Speaking at a symposium organized by the ministry in collaboration with the National Institute for Cancer Research and Treatment, Kachalom noted that the prevalence of cancer is rising at an alarming rate. The federal government, she said, remained deeply committed to the fight against the disease and has recorded significant strides. She said it is estimated that over 124,000 new cases of cancer were recorded in Nigeria in the year 2020, which resulted in 78,899 deaths. The Director General of the Institute, Professor Usman Aliyu, stated that the theme of this year's World Cancer Day, Close the Care Gaps, operationalizing the National Strategic Cancer Control Plan, underscores the urgent need to bridge the disparities in cancer care and treatment. And that's how we call it a wrap on the midday news. I am Anthony Momodu saying thank you for watching and see you again.